Hey, what's up guys? I think it's time to do a little bit of an update on what's going on with these tanks. The corals are doing very well. You can see there's obviously a lot of growth going on still, a little too much of what's going on, and you can see those Recordia mushrooms in the back right there are already getting to a point where they got to be trimmed back, but that's not going to happen anyways because of the fact that we're going to be taking all these corals out of this tank, putting them into a new system, and most of these corals are going to stay. Probably a few of them are going to go, but we'll definitely make that decision. You see, like this colony in here is actually going to be gone. I'm going to just cut up some pieces, make some nice good big old little frags of them, or little colony sized frags, and see if anybody wants to get them, or I might just give them to my LFS for some store credit, whatever. But you can see it's overtaking and burying that SPS coral in the back right there, and this one right here, you can see that chalice, and you can see all these other guys that are growing very well. This guy was getting very stung up by this Ophelia right here, and all of a sudden he was starting to bleach out a little bit, starting to get more of a white tone of you can say, I want to say death. You can see just more death going on, and all of a sudden he just started redding up again, and his flesh started coming back, and I don't know if he's making some sort of defense against the Ophelia, but so far so good. Everything's going good. These little anemone flower, these little flower anemones, or whatever you want to call them, they're actually going to be gone. I'm going to be cutting them up. They're starting to sting up a lot of these corals here. They've been stinging up this little red planet up here. I'm definitely going to get those pretty much eradicated, or try to get them as best as I can out of it being going into the new system. I just don't want anything that's somewhat of a nuisance to be going into the new system, but hey, I only can try my best. It is what it is. You can see we got the Fimbrophilia here, which is the frog spawns and stuff. So I got Fimbrophilia, another one there. And you can see there's the Duncans. You can see the Duncans there. And let's see, you can see the Nephnia corals are actually doing well. They're overgrowing, and I'm going to be trimming those back. I'm going to be trimming all these back, and you're going to see a lot of this trimmed back. I'm actually probably going to trim back these Duncan corals here and make some frags out of it and shorten them up. You can see the war coral right there, which is the, or if you want to call it the Pentagona, or the Faviates, or whatever. It's not a Favia, but you know, we know it as a Favia coral. That's what I've been calling it, but I also know it as a Pentagona, if I'm naming it correctly, you know. So we got the Fimbrophilia there, which is obviously just growing out of control. You can see all these zoanthids. You can see there's Micromusa on the bottom there. And anemones are doing very great, very awesome. They're doing good. You can see the clownfishes are having a great time swimming in there, doing their thing. Now, I don't feed these guys. They just end up just being fed themselves. The clownfish are from, that were actually from the ocean. These are actually ocean caught clownfish that I've gotten. They've been in my system for over 10 years now, and they actually catch the food. They'll catch mice, they'll catch something, and they'll just spit it in there and stuff. So they're actually feeding the anemones themselves. They take care of their homes, they're doing their thing, and I don't need to do anything to take care of them except provide them a good environment with some good lighting. So this big piece here is going to be gone. I'm not going to have this whole rock right here with these zoas or these pallies, and you can see this type of coral here, which is oh my god, I can't even remember the names and stuff. I'm still trying to remember all these different names, but it's some sort of a stylopora, or right there in the back right there. But definitely gonna make sure that this whole rock right here finds a home, if I'm not saying the name correctly. But I'm gonna keep this piece here, and I'm gonna just try to carve it out of the rock, or try to cut it. And I'm gonna be doing some new rock structure. It's gonna be awesome. I got more caves, I got more things that are gonna be pretty much set on the bottom. It's gonna look it's gonna look nice. It's gonna be more open, more spread out. And this tank's gonna be, well, not this tank, but the new tank is gonna be looking awesome. It's gonna be looking so awesome. And can't wait to get that in. So let's take a look at the Achilles tank and see what's going on over here. You can see the golden Euphyllia right there is doing great, which is, I think it was called a, what was it, banana torch. So that's a banana torch coral right there. You can see all the zoas doing really good. This guy's doing really good. This right there, the oh my god, can't even remember names right now. Sorry guys. It's some sort of lobophilia or something. If I'm saying it correctly, it's a lobophilia of some sort. But you can see zoas trying to grow back. I'm also getting all these nuisance little cloves or little polyps or whatever and stuff like that that are just growing around everywhere. There's one aptasia in there. I haven't seen really much of any aptasia. I still have peppermint shrimp in here. You can see there's one right there hiding in the rockwork right there. A few little red flatworms in here and stuff like that, but nothing of concern. The twin spot wrasse and the whatchamacallit, leopard wrasse have been keeping things very under control. You can see there's my trumpet coral slash candy cane. What is it? Calistralia? Koalia stria forsata? Something like that. I don't know. I don't know if I'm saying it I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but we'll just say Celastralia. Celastralia. I always have trouble saying the freaking name, so that's why I just say candy cane. So I'm just gonna say candy cane coral, guys. But that's doing well. You can see all these closed pallies, zoas, everything's doing fine. Epnea's doing great. Chalice coral in the back is doing good. You can see my Achilles tang. I'm gonna start trimming these more out so he has more room to swim, but he does like the fact that it's very engulfed in this stuff. He just swims in there. He makes a home out of every space. This is basically his tank. This system is doing well. Corals are doing great. Little Duncan colony right here is doing great. You can see all the new heads that are just popping out, branching out, and it's doing awesome. There are the wrasses right over there on that side right there. I also have a nice, what is it? Goby in here. It's forgot the name of it, but we'll just leave that be. Other than that, corals are doing great. I got 3 MP10s providing flow, water circulation. 3, what is it, A360Xs, which is doing such a great job providing the lighting. We have a max of 200 par in here. It doesn't go any higher than that. These corals don't need that much when it comes to par levels. And then it bottoms out to like about 150. But you can see corals are doing great. No more bacterial infection going on up on top right there. Everything's doing fine. All right, let's take a look at the other tank and see what's going on with them. All right, we're in the office tank now, and you can see all the Euphyllia's doing great on this side right here. And then we got the Fimbrophilia, which is doing good over here, which is a huge frog spawn colony. And then you got the Celastropharia or Celastria. I'm just gonna say candy cane. I don't know why I keep saying that. My mind wants to keep saying something else, but I'm just gonna call it candy cane coral. Then I got my leather coral in the back right there. Looked like somebody probably just bit him or something, but his polyps just retracted, but they're starting to pop out. You can see that green, nice little SPS coral right there that's been doing well. You can see how the branches are getting thicker. There's actually another little branch right up on top right there that's actually starting to pop out. You can see right there. So it's gonna start popping out some more branches. Corals are doing great in here. Stylophora here is just growing out of control. You can see all the encrusting going on. You can see a little bit of hair algae still going on right there. You can see my cucumber sea slug is just pooping out some nice, good, fresh sand. Doing his thing, doing his duty. It's just an awesome thing when you see these things doing what they're needing to do, and that's keep my sand bed clean. Montes are doing good. You can see over here, this guy pretty much healed up pretty nicely. Healed up, like I said, over here and did over here. Now he's gonna probably start moving more into this direction here. So what is that? Season's greeting, Christmas Monty of some sort. Oh yeah, and you can see I saved my chalice here. He's doing really well. That one spot that was up on top right there that looked like a little bleach spot because of my finger pushing down on it healed. He's starting to get more of his coloration back. You can see the yellow eyes are starting to pop back up. So, you know, saved his ass, if you want to say, from just death. Saved him from death. You can see my other guys are doing good. This Fimbrophilia right here is not doing too well. You can see there's snail right there, but it was getting consumed by hair algae. And it's starting to make a little bit of a comeback, but we'll see. I don't want to toss him just yet or anything, but we'll see what's going on, see if he actually does make a comeback. And if he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But there's another one right here that's not doing too well either. So these guys right here are just not doing too well in this system. Other than that, everybody else is encrusting. Everybody else is thriving, doing well, doing fine. Clam doing good. You can see there's an aptasia right there that keeps straining out, but the copper band just doesn't want to put that one to an end. I may have to use some F-aptasia for that one right there. I have the peppermint shrimp in my frag tank, but I'm still unsure if I want to throw peppermint shrimp in here. I'm afraid that leopard wrasse right there is just going to go ahead and just might eat them before they actually do their job. So I'll just leave that one. There hasn't been really much of a nuisance at all, so I'll just leave that one in there. Other than that, the system is doing pretty well. Fish are doing great. AP700s for LED lighting are still rocking, still doing their thing. We got two MP40s, MP10 on the bottom there to create flow. And then I got this one, what is it, Tunzi pump right there just to create more flow up on top. So all right, so this tank's doing well, and let's go ahead and see the other system. All right guys, so this is my bedroom tank. You can see there's an SPS dominant system doing very well. You can see Castle Red Planet up on top is doing great. And I say castle because it is just the biggest SPS coral in here. You can see all the coloration and stuff like that from all the rest of the corals are doing great. Doing awesome. Fish are doing good. Zoom out. So this tank is doing fine. You can see all the Euphilia right there. You can see the zoas. Everybody's doing great. This tank is doing awesome. This bedroom tank has been doing so good when it comes to growth. You can see the coloration in the SPS corals are doing awesome. They're actually overgrowing each other by somewhat. I've been trying to trim them back a little bit here and there, but I'm just gonna let it do its thing before I start making little frags of these SPS corals. You can see that strawberry shortcake back there starting to branch out nicely. That's actually a piece that I saved a while back ago. PC rainbow colony doing fine. Mini colony. You can see all these other SPS corals are doing great. Clown trigger doing great, behaving well. This is the only guy that's having somewhat of an issue. This is what's remaining, but they're making a home out of it. I don't know what wrasse. I don't know if it's the leopard wrasse or the other wrasses. I don't know which one's actually back there making a home out of what, but they're there. All these other corals are doing great. Sorry about that. Fish are doing fine. This whole system is doing awesome. Got 2 MP40s, 1 MP10, and then I got 2 Nero 5s to create more flow. Still rocking the Red Sea 90s, 160, and got the 2 360Xs up on top. Haven't changed really much of anything. Everything is still somewhat the same. Coming back over here on this side. The growth rate is good. I like it. It's not too fast. Seems to be good enough for me to be able to look at my tank without having to be too worried about pruning of just yet. I have pruned more of the Montes, but the SPS I haven't done really much of anything yet. Okay, let's take a look over here. I'm liking the way this guy's turning out, this Optimus Primer here. The Maleficent right there is actually looking pretty cool too. The Vivid is starting to branch out, starting to finally branch out. It's been a little while. It's got great coloration and everything. Little orange passion right there. Slowly encrusting more. I think it's creating some new branches, I'm not sure. We'll see. So this tank is doing pretty well, doing pretty awesome. And let me just give you a bigger view of this. But this tank is loving life. Fish are doing well. Tangs, clown trigger. Gobies, wrasses and all. Alright guys, so this frag system is doing pretty good, pretty well when it comes to lighting, circulation. I got 1 MP10 and obviously the return right there creating flow. And the Aptasia issue is basically gone in this system. Frags are doing well. There's a little bit of a hair algae issue, but you can see that from the coralline algae that's growing on here, and you can see these guys are just at work. Look how these snails are just doing their thing and just grazing on the algae film and grazing on the hair algae. These Astrea snails are just awesome. Astrea snails. You can see all the purple coralline growing. You can see that little red planet frag right there is already encrusting. See, these other SPS corals have been encrusting. Now that these Astrea snails are getting liking of what they're consuming, they're doing a good job with the eating of everything and just cleaning everything up. You can see there's more war coral right there, zoas. You can see the corals here that I've saved from that one chalice, that huge chalice that pieces of it that I saved. So they're all healing, they're coloring pretty nicely, they're doing well. I have Stellapora, I got some digis, Monty caps, a little bit of hair algae growing around and stuff, but these guys are doing a good job eating everything. There's no more aptasia issue, like I said. Still got a lot of, you can see right there, I don't know if you can focus, but there is a lot. Still having a good army of peppermint shrimp. Hopefully that hair algae under there just goes away. That seems to be the only big patch really. But other than that, once the hair algae is just gone, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just give these corals out and I'll post them online and start selling these guys. I just want to make sure that they're going to be all cleaned up and everything's going to be nice and clean for whomever may get them and receive them. Like I said, I don't want to be the cause of a hair algae issue or some sort of an outbreak of anything. So if they consume it, it'll be gone. Leave it in there for a little bit more so they consume everything down to the last bit of anything that will remain, a spore or whatever. Clown tang doing well. Still a little bit on the thin side, but been feeding them a little bit more. I do 2 feedings, but I've been giving them a little bit of more, you can say, brine shrimp during the day hours or when I come back from work. So he's getting pretty much 2.5 feedings a day. But he's doing well, he's doing fine. He's nice and clean. You can see his fins, everything are fine. I'm gonna scratch a little here and there and stuff like that. He's got no ick outbreak or anything. He's doing good. So that's that. Dogs are barking, so I'm gonna go ahead and just put an end to this video. But tanks are all doing good. Kessel, what is it? AP9X is doing awesome. So this is the system here, and just a little quick look of what's going on here. Yep, that's a new sump that's going to be going into the new tank. We got the bubble magus, just like I said earlier. We got the rocks right here. Then we're going to be creating more, you can say, caves and all that good stuff. So things are going to be happening for that new system that's going to be going on, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. All right, guys. Well, this is the Herm just saying peace, patience, and stability. And I'll update you guys when I get that new sump and everything all ready to go with the new system that's going to be hopefully coming in soon. It's already been a little while, but I ain't in no hurry. All right, guys. Peace. Patience and stability.